Hi, welcome to our next level 1 tables, equations and graphs video. We're still chatting about parabolic functions. And in this video, we're going to chat about how we find the number a. Now we've looked at parabolas in two different forms. The first form here, you can see that it has a set of brackets all squared, a number a out the front, and inside the brackets we have plus or minus b. That represents a horizontal shift. And outside the brackets at the end we have plus or minus c, which represents a vertical shift. We've also explored in the last video parabolas that are in the form of factored form, where we have two brackets. The numbers d and e are different, and therefore these numbers represent the roots of the graph, but we also could have a number a out the front. Now the number a in both examples represents a scale change. The parabola could be wider or narrower, depending on the value of a. And we're going to show you ways to find a. So here's our first example. Here's a parabola. We have two roots and another point that we know of, 9, 1. So because we have two roots, we're going to use the form of two brackets, x plus or minus d, x plus or minus e, and some number a at the front. We are going to put in the two roots, but remember, when we see a minus 1 for a root, the first bracket will become x plus 1, the opposite, and when we see a positive 8 root inside the brackets, it's going to become minus 8. So just be careful of that. Now we're going to use this extra point that we know the graph passes through, 9, 1. You could use any point that you know the graph passes through, except for the roots. You can't use the roots, you have to use another point. So remember, when I give 9, 1, the 9 is the x and the 1 is the y value. So we're going to go back to our equation back here. Every time we see an x, we're going to put the number 9. And every time we see a 1, we're going to put the number, every time we see a y, we're going to put the number 1. So let me work out what bracket 9 plus 1 is times bracket 9 minus 8. That becomes 10, because it's 9 plus 1 is 10 times 1, which is 10. So what we have now is we have 1 equal to 10 times 8, because the two brackets multiply to get 10. Now we just divide both sides by 10, and we get a is equal to 1/10, third decimal, 0.1. And we can write down the equation of this parabola, which is y equal to 1/10 times x plus 1 times x minus 8. Right, let's move on to example 2. Here's another parabola. This time we know the vertex is sitting up here at the coordinate 5, 3. So we're going to use the second form, or the first form I suppose, y equal to a bracket x plus or minus b all squared plus or minus c. Now, because the vertex has moved to the right by 5 squares and then up 3 squares, we're going to put inside the brackets minus 5. If we move to the right, it becomes a minus 5. And then c is going to become plus 3 because the whole graph is going up 3. So we have y equal to a times bracket x minus 5 all squared plus 3. What we don't know is the value of a. So what we're going to use is this extra point down here. We can't use the vertex 5, 3 because we've already used that, but we're going to use the extra point 7, -3 to determine the value of a. Once again, remember, the first value is x and the second value is y. So when I go and substitute into the formula back here, I'm going to put -3 in for y, and I'm going to put 7 in for x. So I have -3 is equal to a times bracket 7 minus 5 bracket all squared plus 3. Now, what I'm going to do first is take that plus 3 and put it on the other side and make it a -3. So I have -3 take away 3, which makes -6. That's equal to a times bracket 7 minus 5 all squared. Now I'm going to work out the bracket. 7 minus 5 all squared is 4, because 7 minus 5 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So I have -6 is equal to 4 times a, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So I'm going to get -6 over 4. Now you might prefer to simplify that down to -3 over 2, or some people prefer to write it as a decimal -1.5. So my formula for this example is going to be y is equal to -1.5. You could write it as a fraction if you prefer, 6 over 4 or 3 over 2, times bracket x minus 4 all squared plus 3. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching.